It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder begin the game with the basketball. To George. To Westbrook. OKC now with 4 to shoot. It's Westbrook. Knocks it down off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Trailblazers take over. Lillard matched up with Steven Adams. Probing the defense. Lillard to McCollum. Down to 5 on the 24. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
George here against Harkless. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Paul George. Russell Westbrook matched up with Lillard. Has a chance. Chance for Westbrook. No good. Harkless to Lillard. Deep left corner. McCollum.
2 minutes remaining in the
trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Blazers have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Ferguson. Won't go. The follow won't go either. McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Wide open look won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Westbrook. Now Adams down low. Off the mark. Lillard guarded by Russell Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Trailblazers with the basketball. D's got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Westbrook. Has a look. Shot by Westbrook won't go. McCollum with the basketball. 2-point advantage to Lillard. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. Damian Lillard is going to get 3 shots here. Career 88% from the line. Misses the first. Knocks down the second free throw. One quarter down with the Blazers in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Has a chance. Shot by Ferguson, off the mark. McCollum into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. To Nurkic. Shot from the lane won't go. To George. Down to Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Lillard. Harkless. McCollum picked up by Ferguson. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. C.J. McCollum. 2 of 4 now.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Westbrook to Paul George. Russell Westbrook sizing up the all-star Lillard. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting reports. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Lillard to McCollum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D. Westbrook with it. Down 4. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Number 3, C.J. McCollum. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Ferguson. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
McCollum matched up with Ferguson. George here against Harkless. To Westbrook. PG lets it fly, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Lillard to Nurkic. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. George to Westbrook. George lets it fly. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Another follow, no good. Portland has the ball.
Pick up, match up.
Lillard to McCollum. Surveys the floor. Gets it in the left corner. McCollum picked up by Ferguson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. That misses with 2 seconds to go. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Trailblazers don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after one half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets. The Thunder have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Missed threes.
This has not been the kind of game to pick up tips on how to shoot three-pointers. Neither of these teams have been able to connect reliably from long range, and the results have often been disastrous.
Player of the half.
Damian Lillard was all over the boards in the first half. You've got to appreciate his determination when shots go up.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter.
You gotta get up on that.
Lillard to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Slams it down. 2 points, and the defender's lucky there wasn't more.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Screen coming. Lillard sizing up Jeremy Grant. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Ferguson guarded by McCollum. To George.
Watch that cutter.
Ferguson to Paul George. For 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. McCollum with the basketball. 10-all is our score. C.J. McCollum. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense to George. Westbrook to Paul George. Trying to cash in. The shot by George won't go down.
I hate that that one didn't go down. You much rather go into half with a tie ball game than having a deficit.
Lillard against the former MVP.
2 minutes remaining.
McCollum to Lillard.
Hey, watch the screen left. Hey, feed me. I'm
Has a look. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the 2nd season in a row. Stop it.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Harkless. Lillard to McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum picked up by Adams. Shot for Harkless, no good. Thunder with the basketball. Ferguson to George. Takes stock of the floor to Paul George. Fires the three. Well defended. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Harkless trying to cash in on the three-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Russell Westbrook with the rock to George. Screen coming. George guarded by Nurkic. To Adams. Has a chance. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
McCollum sizing up Jeremy Grant. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3rd quarter comes to an end. The 4th quarter on the way. The Blazers have the lead. The Thunder have it to start the 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Westbrook to Paul George. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
McCollum here against Ferguson. C.J. McCollum, now 4 for 9.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
George. Deep two there, won't go. Curling inside, McCollum. Short jumper off the mark. Paul George fires, and that's rebounded by Portland. McCollum into the front court, up by 3.
And you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Lillard.
Hey, kick me the ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Paul George to Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Get back, get back.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jusuf Nurkic. Ferguson. To George. Westbrook. George in a matchup with Harkless. Gets a shot up off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Harkless sizing up Jeremy Grant. To Lillard. Has a look. Damian Lillard at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Westbrook into the front court. Lead is 2. George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to Adams. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark. Lillard matched up with Steven Adams. Steven Adams pins it. McCollum picked up by Ferguson. To Paul George. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 more. C.J. McCollum. Message received. Well defended. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together. Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
2 for 2 on that trip. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Good victory here for the Thunder as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder were solid in today's victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Trailblazers put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. They have no one to blame but themselves for taking that many three-pointers and not landing a single one of them. If ignorance is bliss, then these guys must somehow be pretty happy with themselves.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Adams blocked plenty of shots, but the stat you don't see is how often he forced opposing shooters into tough shots that resulted in misses.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.